Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now, the former number 2 overall pick, Carson Wentz.
Not only does he look the part, he plays it as well. Tall, prototypical-looking pocket passer with better athletic ability than what people think. Gets outside of the pocket and makes big plays downfield.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
T.Y. Hilton.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Working from the gun, Wentz rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
On second down, it's Cook. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Oh, he fakes, and he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Beginning, a great job defensive.
They'll score that a 3rd and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the
from midfield. Here's Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for
possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
That's into the hands of Pascal. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there.
2nd and 2.
Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're scoreless after 1. From the red zone now, Wentz. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the Vikings, 13 yards.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Flush to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive with Cook, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11 on 2nd down now. It's Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
The pass.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gain of 7. First down, Vikings.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked on by Rocky Sin. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here. Another first and 10. Now Wentz again. Fighting Hilton on the slant. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Out to his left. He'll try and run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6. Brings up second and
so plenty of action on the... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
18 on the play. First down, Minnesota.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
18-yard line.
On the ground, it's back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 20-yard line.
To throw on second and 6. Wentz on the move to his... And he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Now, Charles, we take a peek there at the recent draft class, and this definitely a year where they had a chance to greatly improve this team.
And you've got to take advantage when you have this type of an opportunity. 2 first-round picks, you better scout them well and hit on those selections.
They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
A gain of 6 yards.
Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen. On the short field as they take it in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown? Down scored or yardage, what do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing his Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they're on the heels of that nice win last week over the Packers. They'll buy some time right. Open man here is Conklin. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Viking. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
34-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz rolling to his right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And Pascal's got it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. And the Vikings
on play action. They'll throw. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
touchdown.
Adam Thielen. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
Wentz to throw again. That ball is caught. It's Doyle. Touchdown, Colts.
Touchdown.
Jack Doyle. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Short throw to Smith. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
Vikings 24.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point. Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines, and it's second down. Now Wentz. He's got Jack Doyle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle.
Jack Doyle. That's good for a Colts.
One final try now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and this will go out of bounds, so no recovery, and that is how this one will come to an end. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Vikings, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.